Welcome back, sports fans, for the final game of the quarterfinals for the Beer Keggers, who are hosting the Herbisaurs again. The series currently stands at 1-1. So this game is game number 3 of the quarterfinals. We have a bunch of lineup changes, but we'll get to that in just a bit. At first, the Herbisaurs are going to send Annabella Stokes up to the bat. Dolph Stake is on deck.
Now batting, number 29, the second baseman.
Pitching today for the Beer Keggers is right there, number 3, Jose Stu. Quick lineup, our batter number 1 is going to be Mariana Beer in second, Kurtz in left field, Bojack Woodsman is playing first, KungfuBeer is at shortstop, being Mr. Cleanup right there, followed by Darren Big Sauce on second. Our pitcher right here is Jose Stu. Mr. Reliable, Mater Hinkie, is in center field, and Zach Vulture is back at his favorite position of right field. And the final of the batting order and the fielding is our catcher, and that is Sidewinder Kapowie. So the play ball has been set. Took a minute to get everybody out, and now Jose Stu is ready to get this thing going. Again, this is the final game. The series is at 1-1, so whoever wins this game will advance, and the losers are done for the postseason. So the first one, Jose throws in as a ball. The second one goes foul for a strike. 1-1. Now the game opens up. We got 1-2 with that one also going foul. Jose winds up, sends that a little bit high for count is 2-2 now. That drops in, ball 3. That brings up full count. Stu's trying to get something in there to not get knocked out of the park. But that's going to go right to Beer at short. He's going to pick it up. He's going to slide it off to the Woodsman on first for out number 1. That brings up Dolph Stake. 200 average. No homers in the offseason and 1 RBI so far. His big giant beard. He's looking down the plate. He reaches down. He hits that strap there. Stu's all over this. And he pulls that in for the second out.
Now batting,
Fred Manley's now. He's a pretty big hitter with 800 average, 3 homers, 5 RBIs so far in just this postseason against the Beer Keggers. So Stu's got his work out cut for him as he sends the first pitch in as a strike. Pitch number 2 goes pop straight up in the air. Looks like Vulture's running for it. He doesn't quite get it. It's gone. It's out of the stadium for another home run for Mr. 800 average. Manley's 4th home run of the postseason. Fourth home run of the playoffs.
Now
6
batting,
RBI.
number 19,
Chili Little,
the right field.
833, 3 homers, 7 RBIs. He's also, as Stu has a big sneeze, he's also going to be a big threat here. So Stu's got to be careful not to throw this one so he can bomb it out of the stadium as well. Otherwise, he'll find his butt back on the bench. Here's the next pitch. That one also goes foul. The strike is 0-2. That's going to be way low for a ball there. Catches him swinging for the 3rd out. He's angry. He tries to break the bat on his knee. Hopefully that hurt him. He can't play. Now we're at the bottom of the 1st. Mariana Beer, our 3rd baseman. Third baseman is coming up to bat first. Dirty Kurt is going to follow her up.
Now batting, number 21.
So she's just under a 500 average at 400. I think she only played 1 game of the playoffs. So she has an opportunity right here to get a base hit. That should boost up her average. Beer Keggers are going to try to do something a little different in this game. They're just going to try to get base hits. They're not going to try to hit it out every single time. Got Dirty Kurt with the 50-50 average at 500. He's going to try to hit the same spot. No, don't go. Mariana gets back to the base.
Now
Thought about
batting,
tagging
number
up and
1,
hitting
the
second,
first
but that wouldn't have been smart. The shortstop. That brings up Woodsman with 1 away, and Beer's on first. Oh boy, that's going to be a double play. Woodsman still leaving the home plate, so that's 3 away. No runs scored for the Beer Keggers. There was a homer for the Herbisaurs, which give them 1. Henry Hamster, who we call Mr. Schiff or Shifty Schiff, because he looks like Adam Schiff from Congress. He's up first.
Now
Big
batting,
Mr. Wide Eye
number
himself.
10,
4.44
the third
average,
baseman.
1 homer, 3 RBIs. I believe that homer, it's been a while, but I believe that homer was against, I don't remember if it was Cybex or Wetter or Dryer or who it was. Here's the first pitch Stu's going to throw in. Could have been Maria Dirtbag as well. Beer picks that up at short, sends it over to first. His mojo is going down a little bit because of that one. Morton Stanberg's up next. 1 away, 300 average, 2 RBIs, but no homers. Stu does not want to be the first homer as he sends in the pitch. Right there. That goes to Beer again. Picks it up. Throws it on the first and makes it just in time for 2 away.
Now batting,
Bringing
number
Rojas.
47, the
Juan
catcher.
Rojas. 400 average. He's up now. He's on fire. And it's their catcher, so he's feeling a little fit. Here's the windup from Stu. He reaches out. He tips that one up. It's headed out to the crowd. Woodsman is running, trying to get it. He ain't going to make it. Too far out. But the effort is there and appreciated. Here's Stu.
Right.
Catches it on the inside, but a swing calls that one a strike. 2 away, and there are 2 outs. He punches that one right to Big Sauce on second. He just simply steps back and throws it off the Woodsman on first. And just like that, no runs were scored by the Herbivores. And the Beer Keggers coming up first with KFB, the old man with the white beard, Mr. Home Run himself, is going to come up to the
Now
plate.
batting, number
And again,
71,
833 average, no
short.
homers in the offseason. He was the league home run leader for the regular season. And that one's going to go out into center field. And that's going to leave him on first base for a
Now
base
batting,
hit
number
as Big
15,
Sauce
the second
follows
baseman.
into the plate. 500 average himself. Nothing to talk about in the postseason. He'll let that first one come on the inside for ball number 1. That one he's going to punch out. That's got some distance to it. And they run for it. They jump for it, but they don't quite make it. So that's a homer for Big Sauce. His first homer of the playoffs. And he pulls Beer in with them. They're celebrating at the plate, as they should. Now they're 1 up on the score. Herbisaurs now trail by 1 with no outs. That's Jose Stu, who's not running to second because he's hesitating. We're looking to see who that was up, and when we looked up, we noticed he was just hanging out on first, waiting for a soda or
Now
something.
batting, number
But he gets a
73,
double out of that
the
after all.
center fielder.
And now Mr. Reliable with 625 in the postseason is up. He hits that first one in the dugout of the Herbisaurs.
Outside.
He's going to let that one slide to the outside for strike number 1.
Inside.
That's coming high on the inside for ball number 2. Oh,
Out.
Yep, no! Dang it!
Now batting, number 4, the right fielder.
Well, Jose, that was my fault. Catch you on the next one. Now we got Vulture, who tips that one right over the pitcher, and he makes it to first just in the nick of
Now
time.
batting, number 13, the catcher.
Brings up Kapowie. Kapowie's 400 with an RBI so far, and we got Vulture on first. Kapowie hits that right to second, fires it off to first, and just like that, again, we have everybody comes in. We did have 2 runs scored, so now the Beer Keggers lead the Herbisaurs by 1. At the top of the third, Milo Stewart is coming up first for his first at-bat facing Jose Stu.
Now batting, number 23, the shortstop.
222, but as we all know, that can change in an instant. Here's Stu with the windup. First one goes foul. That's going to head off to Big Sauce, who picks it up at second, fires it off to first, and that's out
Now
number
batting,
1.
number 37, the
We got
pitcher.
Dick Lucas. Stu makes an adjustment as he gets the call from Kapowie. Sends that in. Oh, that's a nice slide. We'll go ahead and keep him up on first. Beer has it at second. So Big Sauce dove for it and
Now
didn't quite
batting,
get it in his mitt.
29,
However, he used
the
his body to
second
stop the ball or slow it down. Annabella Stokes is going to come up and try to do something with the runner on first. Stu keeps an eye on it as getting ready for that. Oh, here we go. Just a little bit too quick again on the run, on the dive, not the run. So Big Sauce
Now
is diving
batting
for
number
everything,
38,
trying to stop
the
it or
center
whatever, but,
fielder.
you know, can't really blame him. He tried. We got Dolph Stake up. I don't know if Stake was the one who hit the homer last time or not. Stu's going to have to be careful here. Got a runner on first and third. Oh, there goes Hot Sauce again. Okay. All right, so we got the runner on third.
Now batting,
We got one
number
scored.
21,
The second
the
base made it
first
to
baseman.
third, and the hitter held up on first. So with one run scored, there's one in scoring position. Stu's got to step it up here. The first one is going to go foul. That's going to be on the inside for a, that's going to be a ball. As you heard the crowd, they didn't really like that call. That's going on the inside as well. 2-1, one away. Okay, Stu, come on, let's get him in the strike zone there. They're stealing now. Beer's running the wrong way, but that's, I mean, it is what it is. All right, so another run is scored by the Herbisaurs.
Now batting, number 19, the right fielder.
And we got runners on first and second with one away as Chili Little's back up. Okay, that goes to second. Let's see if Beer can get it. So he pulls off the second baseman, or he gets it to
Now
second.
batting,
He doesn't
number
quite
10,
make it to
the
first in
third baseman.
time. So there's now two away with runners on first and third. Scoring position. Herbisaurs lead by one. That's going to be on the high side there. It's going to be ball number one. That gets punched. Oh, lordy, lordy. Well, that's the home run for Schiff, number 2 of the playoffs. And he brings 2 other runners in with him, so now there's a healthy lead
Now
by
batting,
4 for
number
the Herbisaurs,
27,
who
the
still
left fielder.
only have 2 outs. Morton Stanberg's going to try to make it, is going to try to increase the lead here. And Stu's either throwing balls or home runs. That's just what it seems to be like right now. It's kind of how the last game went. All right, that's popping up. But I swear if that goes out, oh gosh. That's just on the wall on the inside. Vulture pulls that one in, saving the humiliation that's starting to occur there. At the top of the third, Herbisaurs did score 5 runs for a 6-2 lead. Mariana Beer, the top of the order, is back up
Now
for the Beer
batting,
Keggers.
number 21, the third baseman.
Now's a good time for offense. Yeah, that's going to get caught. So Beer's out, pop-up out to center.
Now
So
batting,
1 away. We got
69,
Kurt up now.
the left fielder.
A little bit of confusion last time those 2 were up with the bases. That's going to come in over the plate for strike number 1. Kurt's going to let that one go just a little low outside for ball number 2. But that one he punches, that goes out to center, puts Kurt on first base. Here's the
Now
Woodsman.
batting, number 1, the first baseman.
0 for 1 today. We got Kurt on first. Oh, he's going to hold it. Really? He's going to get that? The Woodsman continues his downward
Now
spiral.
batting, number
There's 2 away,
71,
and now
the short.
Beer's up, who got popped out on his last one. He's going to let that first one kind of curve in over his head for ball number 1. He bounces that one off the ground, almost goes into the crowd. 1-1. That's going to be a nice, Well, it looks like it's just going to be a single. Kurt started to head to third, but he knew he didn't have the gas to make it in time. Or it's going to be close, but we couldn't get him over, and Beer also to second. So they're going to hold up. First and second, Big Sauce is up now. 2 away, 2 runners on. He hits the first one a little too early. That goes into the dugout. That goes right past third. That's going to be a single. Bases are loaded with an error. Well, maybe that wasn't an error.
Now batting, number
Here's
3.
Stu. He's feeling a
the
little
pitcher.
tense. Doesn't have a lot of power. Probably he's throwing his arm out. But he's going to hit that one. Kind of tried to hit it down the first base line, but didn't quite make it. That goes to third base. We're done. That is the end of the third. No runs scored with bases loaded for the Beer Keggers. Top of the fourth, Juan Rojas. 0 for 1 today is coming up. Stewart is on deck.
Now batting, number 47, the catcher.
So as Rojas gets up, pitching staff decides that Stu's had enough. He's done a pretty good job, so we're going to go ahead and thank Stu. Let's see, we got to do a substitute. That's what we want. So baseman's not up to the thing. We're going to save Dird till later if we need her. Dird Bagus is actually tense. That doesn't make sense. Well, we got everybody all messed up except
Now
Cybex.
pitching, number
So Cybex is
52.
going to come in with his massive amount of his 3 pitches. We'll see what he does. Last time he brought Cybex in, he got 2 homers thrown. He threw 2 homers almost in a row.
Go for a bunt.
So,
It's a hot dog.
you know,
Drink
we'll
it.
see what he does now. First one's coming in as a ball. Rojas reaches down. He hits that one foul. So 1-1. He does pop that one straight up in the air. And Sauce is calling for that out from second. So that's an easy out, number 1. Infield fly.
Now batting,
Bringing up
number
Stewart next,
23,
200
the
average.
shortstop.
0 for 1 today. No homers, no RBIs in the postseason. Well, there's Beer. Beer slides, grabs it, gets it over to Woodsman, but not in time due to the distance. So the
Now
runner is
batting,
safe on
number
first.
37.
There's
the
Lucas.
pitcher.
1 for 1 today with that single. Runner on first, no outs. Correction, 1 out. 1 out. And now 1 strike for Lucas. Ready for the steal any minute. They're going to throw it off the first. That's out number 2.
Now batting, number
Annabella
29,
Stokes is going to
the
follow up
second
now.
baseman.
1 for 2 today. So far, the runner on second, 2 away. First one goes foul. Cybex winds up,
That's inside.
sends that on the inside for a 1-1.
Strike.
Catches her striking. She was expecting a lot of heat there and got none of that. That one she punches. Beer slides for it. Doesn't quite make it. Well, we'll throw it home because, yeah. We could have kept him on
Now batting,
first and
number
third, but
38,
whatever. Dolph
the
Stakes up
center
next.
fielder.
No homers, but he does have 2 RBIs. Don't have to worry about him stealing us. We do have to worry about is if that stays in play, and it does. Well, there's some more RBIs for the stake. Well, he gets a triple on that one.
Now batting,
So this game's starting to look
number
a lot
21,
like the last one. The Beer
first
Keggers
baseman.
is looking like they don't want to be in the playoffs after all, which might end this series if they can't get past this game. That one gets punched straight up in the air. Reliable looks like he's going to snag that one in. He stands underneath it and does. Hauls it in for the 3rd out. So with 2 runs added to their lead, the Herbisaurs now have a 6-point lead. Beer Keggers are sending Mr. Reliable up first. 0 for 1 today, and Vulture is on deck.
Now batting, number 73, the center fielder.
He does have a homer and a bunch of RBIs so far, 4 of them as a matter of fact, in the post. That one's going to put him on base. That's going to be a double if we can push the right dang button. He's coming in to second. He's going to have to go wheels up, and he makes it safe.
Now batting, number 4.
So with
the right fielder.
Reliable on second, Vulture's up. He tips the first one. Foul. That one's not going to be a strike, but they call it a strike, so we'll have. Oh, no. No. Should have let that one go. So after Vulture tips the edge of that one, puts it just past the pitcher, we got. I'm losing track. We've got Reliable on third. That's coming in as a ball, and Vulture sacrificed himself there. That's ball 2 for Kapawi. That grazes the plate for strike number 1. That just floats. That floats over the shortstop. They did some sort of flying through the air move.
Now batting,
didn't quite pick it up. So
21,
Kapawi's on first with an RBI. And here's Beer with one away. Punches that right to third base. Doesn't quite get past the third baseman, so that's out number 2 for Beer. Here's Dirty Kurt, who is 1 for 2 so far today, so 50-50. Lets the first one come in about elbow height for ball number 1. That's going to curve over the plate all day long for strike number 1. That didn't curve enough, so that's ball number 2. Way on the inside, ball number 3. That's over the plate for full count. 2 away, full count. He has to hit that one. That does go out into center, so that puts Kurt on first. Both Kurt and Beer run back to their bases. This brings up Woodsman, 0 for 2 today. He really needs something now to help him out, get that average up. With 2 on, it'd be a nice time to do something, but that one's coming way too high. I'm glad he didn't swing at that. That would have been a pop-up. Oh, no! We're looking for Woodsman to crush it, and he just taps it for a bunt right into the pitcher's glove at the front of the mound. So poor decision by the Woodsman. Makes 3 outs come and go. Chili Little is going to be the first up for the Herbisaurs.
Now batting, number 19, the right fielder.
So Cybex' second inning pitching here. He sent that first one into the zone, goes foul. It's going to fall in for strike number 2. Bojack at least stopped it. Get it. Okay, not quick enough. So Bojack stopped that one from flying past, slowed it down a little bit. Here's Shifty Shift, who had a home run his last at-bat against Stu. He's going to tap this one out and see if we can get it second. Nope. All right.
Now batting, number 27.
Should have just thrown it to first again. That was a problem that I had at the last game. And it seems like we're going to continue those problems of not throwing it to the right bases. I mean, I meant to throw it to that base, but that's not quite what should have worked. All right, there's Anzac, pulls that in. The other runner runs at third. Nothing we can do about that. We won't make it in time anyways. But we didn't give up the second runner going to second base. So Rojas, runner on first and third, 1 away. There's a good chance that he's hitting these guys in. That one's going strike.
That's too low.
That's too low, he says. That's going to be strike number 2. So Rojas tries to smash that one, and all it does is they're stealing now. Yep. I waited too long to throw that. Kapawi doesn't have quite the 100-mile-an-hour arm. Wait, I guess that was a ball? I thought it was strike number 3. All right, they must have been talking over there. That's a pop-up. That goes into the crowd behind the plate. Let's see what this does. He lets that one go on the inside. We got a full count, 1 away. 2 away. Still
Now
runners on
batting,
third
number
and second.
23, the
Milo
shortstop.
Stewart's up. And Cybex really has to try to get something done here. Beer flew through the air and snagged that one as it was line drive past her. Good job, Beer. 3 away. No runs scored at the top of the 5th. Finally, the defense kicks in as the Beer Keggers are sending KungfuBeer
Now batting,
up to the
number
plate first. So
71,
Old Man
the
Beer
shortstop.
is the first to bat who has 2 singles on the day so far. Who lets that first one go? Ball number 1. Crushes that one out to the left fielder, puts him securely on first base.
Now batting, number 15, the second
2
baseman.
for 2 already. His last at bat was a homer, and Beer's on first. Big Sauce. He's going to let that one go into the dirt on the plate for ball number 1. That one he crushes, and looks like they're going to continue. Big Sauce gets a double out of that one. But it looks like Beer's headed it home, and he's safe. So it's another RBI for
Now
Big Sauce.
batting, number
He gets a
52,
double
the
himself,
pitcher.
and an RBI. Beer comes in for a score. All right, Big Sauce sees that one. He gets back in
Now
time to
batting,
second.
number
So now we got
73, the
one
center
away.
fielder.
Mr. Reliable's up. Punches that right down the line. So that's going to be a nice, beautiful base hit. An RBI double for Reliable, who's headed. Well, he was headed to third, but he's going to make it back to second. So another run scored thanks to
batting,
Reliable, who did get
number
us
4,
almost a
the
triple,
right
but he
fielder.
definitely got a double on that one. And we got Vulture, the former home run king of the Beer Keggers before Beer took over. Hits that right out to the center fielder. Beer's coming, or that's not Beer. That's Reliable who came in. Vulture got a double himself. Comes
Number
in, spikes
13,
up on
The
second.
catcher.
That's another run scored. Beer Keggers starting to get serious here as Kapowi's up. Kapowi hits that right to first, and it's fielded by the first baseman on the
Now
line.
batting, number
So now 2
21,
away.
The third baseman.
Vulture still on second, and we got Beer. Mariana Beer is now up. She floats that one just down the first base line. It goes out foul. Oh no! Why did you hit that? That's too high, and that's caught at the plate. That wasn't Mariana's fault. She was told to hit the next one that came in regardless. So at the bottom of the 5th, the Beer Keggers close the gap slightly with 3 runs. So now they're 2 behind. The top 6, the Herbisaurs,
Now
are sending up
batting,
Dick
number
Lucas
37,
back to the plate.
The pitcher.
Cybex winds up. He sends the first one in. Ball number 1.
Right.
Thanks to the swing and a miss, that is going to make that one strike number 1. So 1-1.
Right.
That's going to be strike number 2.
Right.
And that catches him staring at that one as it drops in over the plate
Now batting,
for the
number
first
29,
strikeout for Danny
the second
Cybex.
baseman.
Annabella Stokes is up next, who probably is going to hit this thing out of the park. Well, that goes right to Beer. Catches it right at third base
Now batting,
oven
number
mitt style,
38, the
and
center
sends it out to
fielder.
first in celebration. 2 away, and Dolph Stake is back up. It looks like the stamina for Cybex is getting low. Let's see if he can finish this inning without any homers or any massive problems on him. All right, that goes right to Big Sauce on second. He fires it off to first, and that just like that, that's 3 up, 3 down for the Beer Keggers defense. Herbisaurs scored 0 runs. 30 Kurt is going to be the first at bat for the Beer Keggers, and the Woodsman is going to be on deck.
Now batting, number 69, the left fielder.
So he lets Kurt lets that first one kind of wobble in over the plate. That was a strike. He does smash that one, but I don't know if well, it does. It's got the distance. And the whole dugout celebrates as Dirty Kurt smashes his first home run of the postseason. He gives the Bojack Woodsman a low 5 as he heads up to the plate, try to follow up that kind of motivational play. He lets the first one come in strike because it was kind of close to his knees anyways. Well, the last one he bunted the last one. It's a foul ball, so it hits the ground. We got 2 strikes down the Woodsman. That one he just tips out to the left field, gets between short and third for a base hit.
Now
Old Man Beer's up next.
71, the shortstop.
So far, they're going to switch their pitchers as they know Beer, the home run king of the league, is coming in. So they're going to throw Mr. Sidearm, who sent the first one kind of wobbly in strike. That one's rolling on the ground. Ball number 1. Beer slide hits that one, but it's going foul. So now we're at 2 strikes. Oh, shoot. He pops that one up. No, it's caught. It's caught. Close to the wall. So that's 2 away. And the Woodsman makes his way back to first. Big Sauce is going to fall up, who already has a homer in the game. But we'll see how he contends with a sidearm pitcher. Well, he tries to hit the pitcher right in the belly. And he'll get a base hit, puts Woodsman on second. With 2 away, here's Cybex,
the pitcher,
who's happily chewing his gum with his big mustache as he winds up and watches the first one come right over the middle of the plate for strike number 1.
Inside.
That's going on the inside for ball 1. He'll hit that one. That's doesn't quite clear first base. Foul ball. Right over the pitcher. That puts him on first. Looks like Big Sauce slid into second, so Spike's up on second. Bases are loaded for Reliable, who hasn't had any big, giant plays in a while. Now would be the best time ever, Reliable. First one goes foul back into the stands. Second one goes foul back into the stands. That one he lets go over the plate. If it was a little bit higher, it would have been a strike. That one he punches over first, so that's an RBI for Reliable. Base hit himself. Bases remain loaded with the run scored tying the game now 8-8.
Number 4.
So the former Homer King and Zach Vulture's up. Bases loaded, 1 away.
2 low.
That's going to be a weird looking one that comes over the plate inside. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I keep pushing the wrong one to advance, to go back. Everybody got back. Now there's 2 away. Kapowie's up next, who's never had a grand slam. And that ain't going to happen either. That's going back foul. Oh, damn it. Well, that wasn't too bad of an inning for the Keggers. We did have bases loaded for most of it. 2 runs were scored, tying the game at 8. At the top of the 7th, the Herbisaurs bring Grunt Manley with the home run already today up to the plate.
Now batting, number 21, the first baseman.
So we're going to go ahead and we're going to substitute Mr. Cybex, who has been one hell of a pitcher for the innings that he was there. We can't put baseman in. It might be too early to put Dirt in, but we're going to go ahead and do that.
22.
We really needed all the All-Stars playing today, and Dirt has shown that she's always been there to close the game. So hopefully that doesn't change as Dirt winds up, sends her first pitch in. That goes out to center, bouncing off second. And looks like Reliable picks it up and sends it over to Beer on second base.
Now
Chili Little's up
number
next.
19, the right fielder.
3 homers himself in the offseason. Dirt definitely doesn't want to add to those statistics.
That's inside.
That was a little bit high for ball number 1. That one gets crushed out foul. That's going somewhere. Not in the strike zone.
Inside.
Inside ball. It's an inside fastball. but it's not over the plate. 3-1 is the count.
Single it.
And that's Dirk's first walk ever.
Now batting, number 10. The
So here's
third
Shifty
baseman.
Shift, who has a home run as well today. And Dirk doesn't want to give him anything that he can crush out of the stadium. All right, there's Beer. All right, there's a double play.
Now batting, number 27.
Morton Stanberg is
the
going to
left
follow up
fielder.
next. So with 2 away, runner on third. Third grabs the ball. She sends it off to the Woodsman on first, and that's it. 3 outs. The score remains tied 8-8. Bottom of the 7th. Go ahead and stretch out, sports fans, as Mariana Beer is coming up right after this stretching break. Take me out to the ball game,
Now
as
batting,
said in the
number
stadium.
21, the third baseman.
Here we go. Here's Beer. She lets that first one come in over the plate as a low strike. She sends that one out to center field and puts herself on first.
Now batting, number 69, the left fielder.
69's up, Homer himself. He does get mostly base hits so far this game. That one's going foul. Swung a little bit too early.
No.
That looked like that was going to be wiping the plate. He hits that out just in between the bases. That goes out to center field. Puts Beer on second and himself on first. Brings
Now
up Woodsman.
batting, number 1,
1 for
the
4
first
today with
baseman.
a single. He definitely wants his average to come up. He's looking for a base hit here.
Run.
That grazes the outside corner of the plate for strike number 1. That goes over second. So that, well, we're going. Oh boy. So Woodsman sacrifices himself in order to get 1 run in,
The short.
putting the Beer Keggers up by 1. Runner on third as Old Man Beer's up. He's letting that first one come on his inside for strike number 1.
No ball.
It's going to be a little low for ball number 1. Beer's got to back up as that one almost hit him in the knees. That's on the outside, ball number 3. Okay, so the, Beer run. Jeez Louise. So Beer doesn't quite make it to first.
Now batting, number
But
15,
we had
the
Dirty
second
Kurt come in
baseman.
to tap the home plate for a second run this inning. Here's Big Sauce. That's going to be high on the inside, ball number 1. That goes right to shortstop, and 2 runs scored. Pretty consistent last few innings for the Beer Keggers. They lead by 2 now at the top of the 8th. Juan Rojas is coming up first. 0 for 3 today. Facing Jacinda
Now
Durr.
batting, number 47, the catcher.
Right.
Well, he goes swinging at the first one and doesn't find it. So the first one strike. The second one, Beer catches. She fires it off the first, a little too slow. But that diving
Now
catch
batting,
stopped it,
number
only
23,
prevented a
the
double.
shortstop.
And Beer gets it off to first just to hold the runner on first base. So there's runner on first and no outs yet. As Milo Stewart hits the first one foul. They're stealing first. Well, oh, what happened? I thought I tagged him.
Now batting.
That would have been
number
sweet if I would have
22,
tagged him, but
the
Big
pitcher.
Sauce, I swear Big Sauce tagged him, or at least he knew to tag him. But those things kind of happen. So now there's 1 out. There's a runner on second. And Nate Hankey is pinch hitting, facing Bird.
That's inside.
Poway pulls that one out. It's just on the inside there for
Right.
ball number 1. The second one is a strike. Swinging, however. All right. Oh, Woodsman doesn't quite get that one. He reaches for it, and it's just out of reach. So now you got a runner on first
number
and third,
29, the second
and Annabella
baseman.
Stokes is back up. for that. He doesn't quite get it. He does stop it, though. Runner advances, makes it home.
Now batting, number 38.
Closing the gap there
field.
the Beer Keggers have on them. So now the score is 9-10. Another pinch hitter comes in. They just can't figure out what to do against the dirt, so they got to put in their best hitters.
Strike.
First one is a strike. Swinging way too early as Dirt sends the next one in. Inside, ball number 1.
That's outside.
That one gets punched up. And, well, oh, lordy lord. That was a changeup. How do you hit a changeup out? So that's the second home run ever hit off of Dirt's pitches. Stake's first home run of the postseason. And she's not happy about that one, but the Herbisaurs now lead by 2 with 1 away. And Grunt Manley, their first baseman, back up. Yeah, whatever. That was a strike, but it was called a ball. And that's going to be high for ball. That one goes foul. 2-1, 1 away. That just barely grazes the plate. That one was a ball, but they called a strike, so I guess we're even on the count with 2-2.
That's inside.
Inside. That's going to be inside for full count. That one gets punched right out to Reliable, who pulls it up, and that's out number 2 as Chili Little now makes it to the plate.
The right field.
Who's walked his last at-bat against Cybex, I think. I don't think it was third. All right, that goes right to Beer on third. He scoops it up, sends it off to the Woodsman, and that's out number 3. New pitcher coming up at the bottom of the 8th. Jacinda Dirt, our pitcher, is her first at-bat in this game here. Reliable's up on deck. And Grump Everbright is now pitching
batting
for the
number
Herbisaurs.
22, the pitcher.
So I don't know why Dirt's feeling so tense. It was just she got homered on, but it wasn't that big of a deal. So her first one goes foul. That's coming over the plate for strike number 2. 0-2 is the count. She tips that one because she thought it was going to be a strike. That goes right to second base. That's an easy out for the Herbisaurs. Mr. Reliable's now up with 1 away. Down by 2. Punches that one just way too soon. Goes foul. That goes out in the hole. Takes a bounce up off the infield there. So Motter's on first with 1 away. Now we got Vulture.
Now batting, number 4, the right
He's following
fielder.
him. I don't know. So Vulture pops out center field using all his talent, gets out there to yank that one out of the sky.
Now batting,
So now we got 2 away.
number
Capelli's
13,
up with the runner on
catcher.
first. She sends that one out into the stands over by third. That's a strike. So 2-2, 2 out, or 0-2, 2 outs. Capelli has to send that one out. That goes to the shortstop. That's an easy out at first. The bottom of the 8th. The Herbisaurs are leading by 2, and the Beer Keggers are barely
Now
able to pull this
number
one out.
10, the third baseman.
So here's Shifty Shift. Henry Hamster, who has a homer, so Dirt's got to be careful what she does here.
That's too high.
That's too high. Ball number 1. That gets tapped foul, so that's strike number 1.
Inside.
Ooh, inside you say. All right. Okay, that goes out to Big Sauce. He picks that up, goes to first, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, number 27.
So if
the
Beer
left
Keggers
fielder.
defense can hold up here. 0-4, Morton Stanberg is up. When the Keggers get a chance at bat, if they can hold the defense, I don't know what kind of circles throw that was, but that got it to second from Reliable
Now
at center.
batting, number 47.
So here's Rojas with the
to
runner on
catch.
first and one away. Again, the Keggers need to hold up their defense here. Oh! What are you doing? Oh, God damn it. Here we go. Here we go, everybody. This is where the Beer
Now
Keggers,
batting, number 23, the shortstop.
the Beer Keggers fall apart. Gerd was injured. She's got a body contusion there. And we'll see if she can continue. She might need a break. But, yeah, the pressure's extreme. She gets smashed by that. The whole infield was shocked by Dirt going down. So we'll see what happens here. They didn't even know where to throw it. That was an easy out on first. They missed that one. Get out of the way before I hit you, she says. Because she's tired of getting smashed. Okay, that goes out to Beer. Big Sauce, who tries this again. And there's a double play. Get the heck out of here, the Beer Keggers say. No runs were scored after all, as the defense came through. Now we got to get 2 runs to tie it at the bottom of the 9th. Mariana Beer is the first to give it a try.
Now batting, number 21, the third baseman.
All right, Rojas is going to walk out, and Fiona Clark's coming in to pitch, or correction, to catch. All right, Beer sends that one down the line, but it does roll out foul. Oh, that's going out center field. That's out number 1. 2 outs remaining,
Now
and the
batting,
Beer Keggers have to get 2
59,
runs
the
to
left
tie
fielder.
it to continue the game. Otherwise, they're done in the playoffs and for the season. There's Kurt, who does get on base eventually. So that's a base hit for Kurt. Now there's hope.
Now
Here's
batting,
Woodsman
number 1,
trying to get on base
first
for the
baseman.
tying run if he can get there. That looks pretty good. That should put him on base. So now the 2 tying runs are now on the pads as Old
Now
Man Beer's
batting,
up to the
number
plate.
71, the shortstop.
He's got to remember, he doesn't have to get a home run here. He just has to get on base and keep it going. He reaches up. He does hit that. That's going to go out to right, and it's going to get fielded. So that's 2 away, 2 runners on.
Now
The
batting,
game is
number
on the
15,
line.
the
The
second
season, the
baseman.
playoffs, everything is on the line right here for Darren Big Sauce. That curves in over the plate for strike number 1. 2 outs. That's going to be it, guys. That gets fielded, and the Beer Keggers are done. So that's going to be it for us sports fans. The Herbisaurs win by 2, knocking the Beer Keggers out of the playoffs. And here's all of our stats. We got first today is Dolph Steak. Second is Big Sauce with the homer. And then Mater Hinky comes in at number 3. And we're going to go ahead and keep an eye on the rest of the season as it happens, as the Beer Keggers are not out of the playoffs. So the Shark Teeth took that one by a lot. The Moose are in trailing by so much. Nemesis end up winning it. The Grapplers and the Crocs are playing. It's close. Nope, the Grapplers are way ahead. Grapplers win it. Herbisaurs, who just beat the Beer Keggers, now playing the Shark Teeth in the semifinals. Herbivores win that one. The Grapplers are playing the Nemesis. The Nemesis are winning. Shark Teeth and Herbivores, game number 2 for the semis. It's the Shark Teeth, the Nemesis and the Grapplers. It looks like it's going to be the Nemesis. Yep, it's Nemesis. Now the Herbisaurs are, well, Shark Teeth win that one. Now the Shark Teeth and the Nemesis are playing for the finals. Game 1 goes to the Shark Teeth. Game number 2 is tied up. It's going to the Shark Teeth. So 2 up on the final. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. At the end of the first season of the Beer Keggers, the Beer Keggers were knocked out in the quarterfinals by the Herbisaurs, who couldn't hold their own up against the Shark Teeth, who end up winning the trophy at the very end. They beat the Nemesis 2-0. So that's it, sports fans. Until next season, we may get a new lineup, a new logo. We'll find out when we get there. But if you guys want to see that, you need to come on back next season. So thanks again, everyone. Until the next season starts, we'll see you in those next ones.